Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. Thank you, Scott, for that welcome and that introduction. Bob and I are proud to co-chair this event and to be part of the CB family. Yes, we are CB. Tonight I want to talk to you about the importance, though, of listening to kids. For those of you who know me, I've always listened to kids, maybe because we see eye to eye and our height, but it's a habit I'm proud of. What did Art Linkletter say, that kids say the darndest things? Well, yes, they do. And these darn things have had a huge impact on my life and on my success. One day, I took my neighbor's 10-year-old daughter, Katie, out shopping for Beanie Babies. When we couldn't find the one she wanted, she said to me, "You know, Maxine, these are so easy, we could make these." 9 months later, we opened the first Build-A-Bear workshop in the St. Louis Galleria, and the rest, as they say, is history. Her words gave me that inspiration. In October of 2012, I was asked, as I often am, to come to speak to an elementary school. This time it was in Jennings. And this is normally something I love to do, but on this particular day, it was kind of a crazy day. It was October. I had so much going on. It was crazy, really crazy. And I wished on my way there, I was saying, why did I commit to this? I know we've all done that before. But the minute I walked in the door, my mood changed. I knew I was meant to be there. The school was immaculate, you could eat off the floors, and buzzing with the laughter of kids, happy for the end of the school day. And that's when another 10-year-old girl, Tia, got up and asked me a very important question. "Miss Clark, do you believe that all children's dreams come true?" I said, "Of course I do, Tia. What's your dream?" I noticed at the same time that all the other students started laughing, and I could tell this was no ordinary girl asking me questions about Build-A-Bear. Her response was, "I want to find the sun, S-U-N. I grew up in Florida. I saw the sun every day. I could have cared less. I thought I was talking to a future Bill Gates. I knew this young girl was a genius." Tia had no idea of the power of her words on me. While I was answering Tia's question about how I would go about finding something and the power of her curiosity, it unlocked something in me that I had been feeling but had not been able to say out loud. Had I found my son? I called Bob on the way home, and I told him about my experience at the school and that maybe my son had not been found. My true north had moved. And I think it was time for me to step down as the CEO of Build-A-Bear, to spend more time on my passion for education in St. Louis. By mid-year of 2013, I had hired my successor, and I was on my way to my next act, running the Clark Fox Family Foundation and working full-time for a better St. Louis. I didn't really want to be the CEO of anything. Been there, done that. I wanted to inspire the CEO inside of others, particularly women and minority entrepreneurs, the teachers, principals, nonprofit community leaders, founders of startups who are making a difference. The perspectives of young people contain unique context, and if you open up yourself to listen to them, amazing things will unfold. You can trust me on that. In the spring of 2015, I was at a Ferguson Youth Summit where the attendees were in groups doing workshops. I was listening to a few of them, and I was really impressed with the young lady who was leading the conversation. She was expressing her frustration at the fact that her school in the Ferguson-Florissant School District would not even let students talk about Michael Brown due to the emotional content and how unfair that was. I later came upon her and one of her friends talking about college. They told me they were applying to WashU, Vanderbilt, Emory. I, of course, was hoping for WashU. I gave her my card, and we developed a relationship. I later found out she was in college bound when I saw her speak at Cap and Gown 4 years ago. I don't know the impact listening to Tyra will have on my full life experience. We have so many years to share ahead. But I know she already has let me cross one thing off my bucket list. I was the editor of my high school paper, and I had a dream of someday working for the New York Times. Last spring, when Tyra told me of her internship, and later her paying job, and now her full-time offer, it allowed me to feel I had achieved a dream of my own. I've been a mentor to many young people, but it means so much more when you develop a friendship with them, and that's what we have. Tyra, I'm glad to call you my friend. You've had a wonderful impact as an intern in our family foundation. I've enjoyed our lunches and hearing about your trials and tribulations and living a little vicariously through you. and I can only hope I've provided some sage advice. I've always admired your sense of adventure, traveling from St. Louis to Nashville to Australia to New York. I can't wait to see where you go next. You'll hear more about Tyra's story in the video. She's here tonight with her mother, Tyra and Kathy. Thank you for welcoming Bob and me into your lives. We're honored to know you, and we're here to be so proud of you. Tyra just graduated from Vanderbilt last week, and I have a small gift for you. Can you come up? You're never too old for a teddy bear. I'm here today because I want to say thank you, not just to my fellow supporters of College Bound, though I'm grateful to you for joining me in making sure this organization thrives. I'm here to thank the College Bound students who have made my life and my experience richer. They've become my friends and teachers, and they're like members of our family. And thank you to the students who are gifting us with your stories tonight, Hope, Deja, and Eliza. Congratulations on your graduations. We're all rooting for you. Which one of you will inspire me next? I'm waiting, I'm open, and I'm listening. St. Louis needs your creativity and your leadership. Thank you.